Hey guys, JC back with you. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted anything. I've been busy, but that's not an excuse really. There's been a lot going on. But anyway, I wanted to come back with you because Nextbit has dropped a pretty massive software update for the Robin, which is pretty cool. They were teasing about it, they were talking about it, even teased you a little bit about it on my Twitter and my Instagram page. But anyway, they have released it. They've made it official. It is out. So if you have a Robin and you haven't downloaded it yet, go get it. Check in your settings for an update, and it should be there. It was a pretty massive update. I also wanted to give a couple of days with the update before I kind of came back with a little overview. So that's why it's been a while since I posted. I'm also still using the phone, still using it as my daily driver, and still kind of really digging into it and saying, hey, is this a phone that I could see myself using, long term, or at least a year or so, maybe even 2 years for some of you. Anyway. So I wanted to come back with you on the Nextbit Robin. Still loving the design. Still feels great in the hand. It's a really, really cool conversation starter, actually. I have a lot of friends, a lot of coworkers who look at it and they're like, what the heck is that? It's so weird and cool and colorful, and it's just, what is that? And so then I get to talk about it, tell them all about Nextbit and the Robin and that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. So great conversation starter. Nonetheless, for those of you who do have Robins, you're probably noticing the same thing. It's a great conversation starter. For those of you who don't, and you need a little bit more ways to get some more attention for yourself, it's a great attention getter. So anyway, that's that. Real quick, wanted to let you know what they fixed in the update. Or what they said they fixed in the update. It was a processor tuning, all right? So just kind of smoothness and faster overall in the UI, which I've already started to see. The fingerprint scanner has gotten faster. So it used to be a lot, it used to be not as good, and now they've updated it, and so it actually feels a lot faster, feels a lot more accurate as well, which is a great thing. So that's cool there. Some of the other things, again, just kind of minor tweaks and things like that. But one of the biggest ones was a completely redesigned camera app. So the camera was one of the biggest pain points that I talked about. It was slow to take a picture. I mean, there was a good noticeable 3 to 4 seconds on a regular picture, and even probably closer to 5 to 6 seconds on an HDR picture, which was not good. So they've updated it. It is now, they claim it is twice as fast, and that's probably pretty accurate. So as you can see, like, I'm gonna just take a couple pictures for you. So yeah, that is just infinitely much faster than it used to be. Still slowing down there a little bit actually. So but yeah, you can still, there you can see, maybe I didn't hit the button, but yeah, so a lot faster. Just much quicker. I have noticed it's still a little bit slow in low light situations, but I mean, it's a $400 phone, so you can't expect too much. In low light, it's still a little slow to take pictures. Still takes decent pictures. The pictures aren't going to be bad for you or anything, or you're not going to be missing out on anything. I haven't played too much around with the manual camera settings just because I'm not a huge photographer, but they do offer some, which is cool. I have noticed too that they didn't really seem to fix too much of the speed on the HDR mode. So HDR still, well, actually, it's working a little faster for me now. The HDR still will take noticeably longer to take a picture, but it's more the post processing that is also a little slow, especially for HDR. So you can see I'm in HDR mode right now. I take a picture. The picture snaps pretty quickly, but then it's a good 3 or 4 seconds before it's actually ready to take another picture. So that's kind of another thing they could be working on. Could be tweeting and tuning and whatever they want to do for that. The other thing they said they fixed or worked a lot on was the speakers. When I first talked about the phone and even going on to the updates, the speakers were kind of another annoying pain point in the sense that they got plenty loud, but once they got about 60% volume, they got really distorted and really just not good. And then it even got to the point for me where it was really, really quiet unless it was all the way up, and then it was really loud. Like, there was a huge difference between not quite 100% volume and 100% volume. It was really weird. I'd only noticed it for a week or so. But the update has fixed a lot of that. For me, honestly, the volume has been about the same. Some people say it's louder. Some people say it's not as loud. I've noticed it about the same, maybe even a little bit softer than it used to be, but a lot of that really bad distortion is gone. You can still hear it a little bit at 100% volume, but it's definitely a massive improvement. The lows are much better. Highs have been tweaked a little bit. I was an audio guy for a little bit, so I wouldn't call myself an audiophile, but I know the basics, let's put it that way. So the speakers overall have gotten just much better, just all around massive improvement. So thanks for that, Nextbit. Another cool thing, so finally good to see. So for those of you who know, maybe don't know, the phone shipped with Android 6.0, but now they have updated it to 6.1. So now it comes with 6.1, including the April 1st security patch. So yay! Thanks for that, Nextbit. We're going into May pretty soon in a couple of days, but still, April 1st security patch, great to see. And for those of you who like emojis, there's new emojis. Again, I've said it before, I'm not a huge emoji fan. I don't really use emojis, but occasionally I do. But for those of you who are just like, oh my god, emojis! There's a lot more in there. Anyway, that's for you. Another cool thing is they partnered with this company called Archimedes, which is a... They do audio stuff. You can look them up if you want to, but they do audio stuff. So they kind of help with the tuning and things like that. And so on the software update, that's pretty much it. I have noticed, actually, it is a lot faster. I mean, a lot, probably maybe 20% faster. It was never slow to begin with. There was just a little bit of lag, and didn't quite fly as much as some of the newer flagships. But I have noticed a much noticeable or faster increase in speed, just overall speed of the device. Unlocking, just scrolling through apps, loading and unloading apps, it's been a whole lot faster. So thanks for that, Nextbit. They've done a great job with this update. Somebody posted online, this is what the software the Robin should have shipped with. I mean, yeah, I guess. But again, we have to keep in mind, number one, this is a $400 phone, okay? So definitely mid-range. It is probably the best mid-range phone, the best Android phone you can buy for this price. But also they were a startup company, right? So they didn't have all the resources and all the major contributing factors that a massive manufacturing company or OEM would have. So for what they've done pretty good. So thanks for that, Nextbit. So not quite on the software side, a little bit of software, but a little bit of hardware. Nextbit also launched some new headphones that are exclusively designed for the Nextbit. In other words, that they're designed with the Nextbit in mind, with the microphone and the button on the headphones will work with the Nextbit Robin, and they've been tuned specifically for the driver within the Robin. They're $225 on Nextbit. I probably won't be able to get a pair of those, but they look really cool. From what I hear, they're pretty good. They're pretty good headphones. So if you're into headphones and you're into music, and you really like your Robin, or you want to get some headphones that match your Robin, go for it. They also introduced some new ringtones in the Robin, which were kind of cool. A lot of them were really good. Maybe I can play a couple for you here. Let me see, where to go? Sound and navigation. Ringtone. Okay. Yes, I have Zedge. I don't really know what all the ones were. I think, yeah, I don't know. So I'm not sure which ones are the new ones actually, but there's a whole bunch of cool ringtones in here. So if you like playing around with ringtones, check it out, because that's really cool. Oh, there's sounds. Oh, yeah, anyway. So that's kind of a basic overview of the Robin. I'm still liking it, still enjoying the phone. It's still been fine for me. So if there's anything you guys want to see comparisons to, hit that up. I do have an HTC M8 running CyanogenMod, so I am going to try to do a comparison of CyanogenMod versus the Robin, mainly because one of the cool things about the Robin 2 is it comes with an unlocked bootloader, and for those non-techie types, what that means is that if you want to, you can install any other type of software on there that you want, any other Android software. You can't install like iOS on there, but you can install CyanogenMod or any other ROMs that are made available for it. Cyanogen is by far the most popular third-party ROM, so that's why I want to do a comparison of those two. Just say, hey, here's Cyanogen, here's Robin OS, here's what it looks like, all that kind of good stuff. So I'll be trying to do a comparison video for that soon, and I potentially have some other phones coming in that I might be able to do some reviews of, so stay tuned. Again, like, comment, subscribe, because that will really help me be able to afford to get other phones that I can do comparisons of. If you guys like what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, then just say screw it and move on with your life. But anyway, that was a quick update on the software update for the Nextbit Robin. Definitely made the phone much faster. Definitely made the phone just an already really, really good phone even better. If you want camera samples, check out my Instagram page, JCS Tech 137. They will be up there. I'm going to be taking some more pictures, as many as I can. Again, I'm busy, so there's a lot going on, but I will do my absolute best to get you as many pictures as I can. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.